to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
You are in the deep end now.
Minions have spawned. team's turret has been destroyed. Team's turret has been destroyed. kill.
Onward!
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
The order is given.
A forceful reclamation.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I wasn't sure who was gonna start. Hello and welcome everyone to ELU, game 2 of GCA versus RMC. If you're just tuning in right now, the first game went over to GCA. It was a very close game. There was a very hectic. We had a 10-1 Azir. Everyone loves that magical bird.
Yeah, super Fetazir, like full lethality, Aatrox jungle.
Oh, there's so much
S-
goofiness going on.
Spanaway got Leona. It was
Oh yeah,
wild.
I was in comms with Spanaway, but I'm pretty sure he was screaming, crying, and feeling all kinds of emotions. Happy for you. So we're going into the draft for the second game. We had the Viego ban, the Katarina ban, pretty usual casual stuff here.
Yeah.
We see the magical Yumi being taken away. Hate
hmm
that cat. No one likes her. Get away from me.
Yep. Viego getting banned away from Soko makes sense. Katarina, Wyke or Hot Dog Bunblade is or was, I don't know if he still is, but he played a lot of Katarina a couple seasons ago.
I'm sure,
That was very
sure.
scary.
I'm sure he still dabbles in the cat.
hmm
Um, Although I don't think that banning their usual jungle bans would work because, as you said, he played Aatrox, Lethality, jungle, so
Yeah.
he's a bit of a goober in that regard.
This is the guy who's broke out Rakan Jungle in a elimination game last season. So he's willing to pull out anything at any time. So I'm excited to see what he does this game.
Yeah, we see Arctic's Lilia being taken away. He's pretty cracked on it, not gonna lie, but he was pretty useful on Kindred last game, so I'm sure he'll be a-okay here.
Mm,
5 more seconds for their next ban. Let's see what they have.
Silver.
Silver. Okay, so they're letting my boy Span just go off on his Leona. All right, understandable. Have a good day.
Yeah, I don't I'm not a fan of this. I think it's always good to just ban Leona from Spanaway. Like even if it's not the best pick in the meta, he's just so comfortable on it. And I also am not a big fan of his there it is. Um, his secondary picks. When we played against him, his Nautilus was all right. Um, but yeah, definitely not as good as Leona. Um, so I would have liked to see that just get banned away.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess they're a little bit more cautious about, mid jungle and bot,
hmm
which I'm surprised they didn't do a double ban on mid, also with how hard they got crushed by Wyke, but
Yeah,
I'm sure they got a plan going forward.
yeah. I think at this point it's just like you ban two things, he has four more to pick. So
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, they probably just picked Katarina, don't want to play against that, and they're like, all right, whatever else he picks, we'll deal with it. Ooh,
But they didn't have
Ash
to.
and Scion looks like. Not sure about blinding Scion into Cap. Feel like he's just gonna pick a Darius maybe.
I have a good feeling that um well, not good feeling, but I have a sneaking suspicion that that's gonna be in the jungle,
Oh
actually.
yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
For all we know, they're flexing at top jungle and support, so
Yeah.
you would never know
Could
with Soken and the boys.
so Leona Ezreal could be a Senna Scion angle. Ezreal can't really punish Scion and lane that hard. So I don't know if aggro Mike plays Senna. Um, but I wouldn't oh wait, there's Ash. What am I talking about? Yeah. So probably not support then. And probably not top into Mordekaiser, I would think.
Although, I'm just pulling stuff out my behind at this point, it could be a more jungle, but
Huh.
I get for a
Yeah.
while, like, a couple of weeks back, that was a semi-popular thing. It's still pretty good. They haven't nerfed them or anything,
Oh yeah.
to my knowledge, so
Oh, there's Senna. It's Ash support. Wait, no. Is it Ash
maybe
support?
it could be interchangeable.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I do remember when we played against GCA, Arctic did they did flex Mordekaiser between top jungle. Um, didn't do so well top, but when they played it in the jungle, it was pretty annoying. Um, so it wouldn't surprise me if that did go into the jungle. Um, it'll probably just go wherever the Scion goes, I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, it's always kind of annoying when you're being someone in a trade and you're soul, and all of a sudden you're taken to Brazil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, especially like as an ADC player, it's just infuriating. You're just ghosting around the team fight, hitting everyone, and then you're just kidnapped and get one shot by that guy. Um, we do see Azir and Xin Zhao banned away. Azir not really surprising, seeing as how Wyke kind of went off last game. Um, Xin Zhao, is a good champion, but I don't know. I've never seen Soko play it. So
I'm sure he has. Everyone at
yeah.
some point, if you're a jungler, probably has played him.
Hmm.
You don't really see him that often anymore, like in ranked norms or pro play, but
Yeah.
he's still decent. He can fight for
Yeah.
himself. He can be all right in team fights. So
Yeah. He's a pseudo frontline, which kind of made me think like would be a decent reason to pick him up. You already have Scion, but if Scion gets chunked out, you can use Xin to buy more time. But they go for the mid Lissandra pick, so they are saving the Scion as a flex for their last pick, which
or at least
is
that's what we're
smart.
hoping, just to make it
Mm,
interesting.
yeah,
If this does go top, I'm hoping that there's like a last minute base race, just Scion running.
full 80 Scion,
Yeah,
go for a
Scion just
Baus angle.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I do like the Zareth pickup into Lissandra. If they did lock that in. Lissandra is going to get pretty outranged by the Zareth, which is going to, and by the Ezreal, which is going to make it very hard for her to find angles in team fights. Um, oh, Renekton, not sure about this one. Yeah, I would just put the Sai on top now.
Probably more than likely.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, whenever I see Renekton, it's either he does really well early and the game ends early, or he does all right and then like mid to late game is just kind of meh because
yeah.
he just doesn't have enough damage. Huh? What? I'm adding?
Annie top? Maybe Annie top wouldn't be terrible here, I don't think. I guess if you can base properly into Renekton, but no way it's Annie jungle, right?
I would hope not.
Yeah, so I'm assuming it's gonna be Annie top. Um, but I don't know. Soko could whip something strange out. We'll find out soon once they all pick their champions. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It just makes Merc Treads a turbo buy on the side of GCA. You got Ash, Lissandra, and Annie. Like you just take tenacity in your runes and get Merc Treads, and you're gonna have a wonderful time against that team. The value is crazy.
Yeah, because all their members in some way or another have CC.
All the champions on their team rely on their CC as like the main part of their kit, which is kind of rough. Um, yeah, so I am kind of worried for RMC right here. If they can get Sion ahead, so he is a front line, and you can have these Ashe, Senna free hitting, while Lissandra and Annie kind of buy time, they will have a good team fight. But if they can't get that to work, if they get poked out by the Ezreal Xerath, they're gonna have a really tough time.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of liking GCA's pick because they have pretty good front line and excellent poke. So
Mhm.
if it ever comes to them uh having like a stalemate over an objective, they just because they don't have that much range. Ash, all they have is like Ash volley, and that's kind of annoying, but doesn't do any real damage.
Yeah,
Uh, so they're gonna have to play very very carefully. Maybe rely on some cheese gangs here and there.
yeah,
Um,
it's gonna have to be like flanks, and just looking for angles around team fights and around lanes, to be able to like get behind the Xerath or get behind the Mordekaiser and Renekton onto the Xerath Ezreal. Um, yeah, because if not, then it's gonna be hard to follow up on the Scion engage.
yeah, they're gonna have to one play smart, but two also have great vision because if Annie can get a flank onto say Xerath or Ez, and just pop
Hmm.
them with her whole combo,
Yeah.
that's basically half their team's damage because you know Leo Mord. If Mord can isolate one person, he'll probably shred through them like butter.
Hmm.
But say, if they pay the tax and buy QSS or Hourglass or what have you, then they'll probably be okay.
Yeah. Last time I saw this more jungle, I believe he went Sunfire into Demonic, which wouldn't surprise me if he did that again this game. Um, Sunfire right now is pretty strong, and in the jungle, it's a solid pickup. Helps you clear a bit better and stay a bit healthier. You're not really using the Omnivamp
Yeah.
mythic. What's it called?
The we got this. Starts from Leeching Layer.
Yeah.
Rift
Yeah,
Maker.
yeah, yeah, Riftmaker. Yeah, you don't aren't really able to utilize that passive as much if you're not fighting champions. So I'm expecting a Sunfire Demonic, which does do a lot of damage when you hit those two items. A lot of
It
these,
does,
yeah.
but like so the big thing from Sunfire is one the tankiness you get from it, but
Hmm.
also the true damage. And into their comp, you don't really need true damage. They only have one tanky, and the rest of them are very very squishy. So
Hmm.
it can still be great, just to provide a little bit more tankiness for you, and as you said, better clear. But I feel
Hmm.
like Mord's mid game jungle clear is perfectly fine, even as early. It's
Yeah.
great just because of your passive. It stays with you through. You could probably keep it on you for like a whole half of your jungle camps. So
Hmm. Yeah. One thing I am kind of curious about is like how this Scion is gonna path around its lanes. I hope yeah, it's kind of weird though, because like their bot lane has a range advantage, and so they're going to want to be pushing in, hitting tower, poking out Ezreal Leo. Um, but also on the top side, Renekton and into Annie is a super volatile lane. If Renekton gets an early kill up there, he can snowball that super hard, and Annie's just gonna be useless. So the Scion has kind of a difficult decision to make, and whichever way he goes, the other side of the map is gonna have to play super careful. Because if the bot lane gets hit by Leona and there's a Mordekaiser anywhere near there, um, it's a free yank into kill. Same with top lane, stun into yank. So they're going to be really careful in their side lanes, just because of how volatile things can get.
yeah. Another thing I'll point out, I I wasn't expecting the Xerath play from Hot Dog. Just doesn't seem like his type of play style.
Hmm.
Um, but I can still definitely see it as a good pick for him. Um, but yeah, as you said, with Cassena, Ash have ridiculous poke and range,
Hmm.
and I think Span's gonna because we all know most Leos once he gets level 2, they would just want to go Unga Bunga, let's go kill him. But
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that'll be the play. Um, so either they're gonna have to wait for like a Xerath R to come in to swoop in and like half chunk them out, or maybe a or just going in and ghosting and ulting one of them, and then
Hmm.
they just kill the other. So I feel like Span will need to just be careful, because there has been times where he will like go
Run it
for a
down a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. So he
Hmm.
just need to be really careful make sure to ward very well, because as you said, if they decide to throw down Sion down bot, even if he has to die for it, that can
Mhm.
be perfectly fine because it's Sion. If he's a KDA player, then you're not playing him right.
Yeah. Another thing I also think is really important is also the summoner spells. Last game, I aggro Mike into the Leona did not take cleanse. Um, and so I really hope that he does this game. Like, especially, well, due to Mordekaiser, an early QSS buy wouldn't be bad also, but if you get hit by a Leona ult, you're going to get blasted by Xerath and Ezreal. So cleanse could be important there, but also on the side of GCA, I kind of want to see cleanses because of Lissandra, Annie, Ashe. Um, I wouldn't mind if there's cleanse on Jinbu, none on aggro Mike. Um, yeah, I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, a little unfortunate.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. I mean, they do have the exhaust, so maybe that can help them out. Maybe they're gonna look for more aggressive plays, as you said, because that's other poke. So we'll just have to see.
Mhm. Yeah.
Also, Predator on Sion, I wasn't. I,
The
I've been trying to figure out what would be a good rune. Phase Rush is pretty acceptable.
I think Predator is standard on jungle Scion, just because your ganks are terrible, and so you just need some way to um, be able to get into a lane. Holy, it's a lot of Renekton damage up there. Yeah. But yeah, I think Predator is a solid choice. Just helps you gank a bit more, and also it does. If you do, it wouldn't surprise me if he goes full AD, just based on how he built Aatrox last game. Um, like Predator into Prowler's Claw on someone is a good way to gap close as well.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let me see. White are trying to be a little stinky here on the Xerath.
Free mana flow.
That might be GG, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, Storm got 2 mana flow stacks early in one of our games, and that's just how we snowballed. It's OP if you get, 50 extra mana at level 1. It's another ability cast. I think you only got 25, but that's another half an ability. Especially on Xerath, who does want to be just spamming his abilities in lane.
And then you have your passive, which just
Mm-hmm.
brings you back more mana.
Yeah. We do see both junglers starting on red. Sion looks like he's going to be pathing down bot. Not really surprising, seeing as how, again, their bot lane wants to push in. And Mordekaiser heading top towards the Renekton, which, again, not very surprising, because this lane is going to be extremely snowbally. Especially with Cap up there, he's been playing really well recently.
Yeah. Looks like we might have a scuffle between the two junglers. They're both, yeah, as you said, they're both heading towards the top, so I'm interested to see if they're just gonna want to try to play safe or go for early jungle gank and then the counter gank. Or
I would,
here.
yeah, I would hope Sion just heads bot. I don't really see them winning any 2v2, especially since he doesn't have a keystone right now, and Sion as a scaling champion is not going to do well into Mord Renekton 2v2.
Alright, looks like we have Arctic already going through the tri-push.
Top's dead. Or Flash, at least. Nope.
Um,
Oh, he actually played it really well.
now. Didn't need to use his shield speed up.
Mm-hmm.
Good move by Minisoko.
He did take Ghost up there, which I think is pretty solid. Being able to run away from Mordekaiser Renekton, who have few gap close. Renekton does have his dash, but Mordekaiser doesn't have anything, so just being able to run away is a good choice in my eyes.
Love the little Zenith Blade miss and then the
I can respect that. Ooh, E forward. Ooh. Oh, okay. Good flash from both Smalek. It's out. Good job for Spanaway though.
Yeah.
Jinbu was playing that a little aggressive. in my eyes. If that Senna W hit, I think he would have to burn cleanse and maybe even flash. Yeah, Scion running down here, but it's on a ward, so I think so they'll be fine.
God, that PTA on Renekton is just so obnoxious.
I wonder what this Renekton is going to build this game too. Generally with PTA, you see Bork. Bork is really strong right now on Renekton, but after that, I'm kind of hoping for the Chem Tank, just so he can gap close a bit more onto the Annie. We have seen Prowler Claw Renekton pop up into some matchups, but I don't really like that here into Scion, and I kind of think he just needs to be a bit more tanky just so his backline can... Oh. Scion running mid, gets some damage, backs off. Not bad by Wyke to get out of that without burning anything.
Yeah, there's a slight CS gap here in mid, but nothing outrageous.
Yeah, good stun, but no mana. Flash. Gets out. Renekton blowing flash, not being able to get the stun. Just kind of makes that flash a waste, which is really too bad. You really want to be able to flash stun chain into the Mordekaiser pull to get a kill. And now that you don't have that, it's going to be a lot harder to kill that Annie top lane.
Oh, looks like we have a little invade from Soko here. I don't know if he wants to challenge the Mord right now, but...
Mordekaiser is low, but he does not have his top laner, so he is just going to back out, which I think is the safe play. You got to respect that. See some trading down bot. It is the Senna going support and Ashe playing it as ADC instead of the Mandate Ashe that we have been seeing a bit more recently, which is not totally, like, Senna does want those souls. AD Senna isn't very good, but personally, I'm not a huge fan of on-hit Ashe right now. Seems to just get just outscaled by a lot of the champions and outranged.
Yeah, I mean, he has lethal tempo, so I'm assuming he's going to be going
Shield bow probably.
Shield bow or practice player. And if he has the movement for it, he could definitely make it work. But he will just need, well, I was gonna say he needs his front line to cover him for him, but he doesn't have much of that, so...
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Scion to base. It looks like both junglers haven't bought anything yet. Mordekaiser... Did Mordekaiser base?
No.
No, so he just ran straight bot from top. I mean, that kind of decision puts him behind a couple camps, which isn't great into Scion, who Scion is going tank. So there will be that front line. But still, the low range of Ashe is going to be hard into Ezreal Xerath.
The first drag's already up. Doesn't look like either jungler's gonna want to go for it anytime soon. It's first drag, so first it doesn't really matter too much.
It's Ocean, yeah. I think with the new Drake changes, the buffs, I think Mountain Drake and Infernal Drake are very OP right now. So if it is one of those two first, I would like to see teams kind of prioritizing that. But if it isn't one of those, I think first Rift Herald is huge. It's all in from Span, gets an exhaust out of Senna, and just gets run down the lane a little bit, traded back on. Not terrible. They are going to base. Gets a free summoner. I like it. Good play.
And Arik still has not back.
Yeah. I don't like this at all.
I can't see the timer. Like 8 minutes you still haven't had back, my dude. Like.
Yeah, that slows down this clear so much. He just does so much less. Heck.
I didn't even hear the Scion ult.
Okay. We'll get the flat. Oh, what? Okay. It's an execute. I am just so confused about what that was. It's Scion ulting in there, whiffing, flash to do nothing, and then Annie getting executed. was kind of a disaster play up there. And then Renekton all-inning onto Sion, but he doesn't... Renekton also hasn't backed, which I'm not a huge fan of. He might just die here, yeah. Yeah, you can't all-in a Sion like that if you haven't based.
Well, also the thing is, as you said, he hasn't backed yet, and Sion has.
Yeah.
I think he's strong just because he only has Predator, but
Yeah. That's still a 60 CS Sion with Bombies. Getting a lot of extra health from the W passive into the kill. Yeah. Renekton does pick up the recurve bow and the vamp scepter, so he will be going Bork, which I do like. Again, hopefully he goes Sunfire or Chem Tank. I think that's really good, but we'll see.
Yeah. I actually don't think I've seen Chemtech on Renekton, but then again, I don't see Renekton that often, so.
Yeah, I think with the recent the recent OP-ness of Sunfire into Bork on champions, or oh, good yank onto Annie, gets the stun. It's going to be a flash out. Can he get he gets out of that. Wow. Well played by Minisoko to get out of that. Good ult by Volps Malek to help him out there.
Not sure why he didn't just ult him earlier.
Mordekaiser, yeah, Mordekaiser had the ult and didn't use it. Yeah, that should. As soon as he got the yank, I think he should have ulted.
Still hasn't backed. What is he doing?
Yeah, he's just falling. He was down 3 camps. I think when I checked 2 minutes ago. Now he's down 6. 6 times 4, 24. Yeah, he's down 6 camps right now. Down 900 gold. This is really not good by the Mordekaiser. He's really just kind of shooting himself in the foot with that.
Yeah, so not only is he not going to be able to clear his camps well enough, which...
Holy cow. That was a great flash predict by Span, but the Sion coming in for the counter gank is huge. Gets a kill onto Ezreal, and they're just going to run down Span. Dude, that was really well played by Span. Got the flash predict from the Senna, but just unlucky for them that Sion was in the area.
Yeah, unfortunate. It still doesn't get them too crazy ahead as of right now, but... God,
yeah. Oh, good turnaround. Traded back a bit of damage, but I don't know. This is what I was kind of worried about with this Annie into Renekton. Renekton could just dash twice through the minions, get the empowered W onto Annie, proc the PTA, and just do a ton of damage. And Annie, it's kind of hard for her to trade back into Renekton. Oh, flash forward by Mordekaiser, gets the ult down onto and a steal from the Xerath. That's huge. Mordekaiser will be able to take down Soko on the Sion, and I think that might be it, unless Soko can... Yep, Soko and Brick Machine are able to kill Arctic on the back foot. Fancy Pete? But he goes down for it. Some good shots by Wykes, securing the dragon, hitting a couple ults. Good play altogether.
I'm assuming that either... Also, congratulations, Arctic. You finally got items now.
Sunfire, yeah. Oh, dive coming in top. Doesn't quite get it. Good try, though. Yeah. Looks like he might be able to get him on the second wave if Sion doesn't hit here fast enough. But he does drop, and it looks like he's going to base.
I mean, he has Predator, and he has a whole item advantage ahead of the Renekton, but...
Yeah, I think Sion just takes this fight. Some damage back on Span in the spot lane, but they are just going to get the plate. Ashe does get the shield bow. Ezreal is going Triforce. It's not a bad item. I think Essence Reaver does a lot of damage. I think that's pretty solid. Oh my god, E forward gets the kill maybe? No, the Senna ult comes down, the heal. Span goes in, gets the ult, but looks like he's just gonna have to walk it out. He might actually get run down here by the Ashe. Good arrow onto Ezreal. Queuing. Nope. Just walk it out. It's just neither bot lanes really has damage right now. Ooh. Okay, fight mid. We're just fighting all the time. Looks like we're gonna get a kill onto Lissandra. They're gonna focus her down. Yep, Sion's giving her up. Going for the Herald. Uses the ult. I don't know. I think you just take that death there, save the ult, try to get a kill.
Yeah.
but Sion does get the Herald, so I think that money only went on to the Mordekaiser, which isn't the worst thing. Money on Xerath is pretty big.
Yeah.
It does look like that has helped Arctic catch up to Sion. He was down 900 gold earlier, and now he's pretty much even. But mid lane, there still is a massive lead. 1.5k in the favor of Wyke.
It's pretty crazy. Renekton does finally have his Bork now. That will be huge for Valicat. So, and Misoko still doesn't have his item. So if he can get a nice little PTA proc onto him, that might be able to do something. But
Yeah.
Misoko does have his 4th ability enhancement. So
Might just get ulted here. Yeah, I think he should die. Yeah, can we ult him this time? Don't even need to. Yeah, good kill. Yeah, this is what I'm worried about. Renekton just goes twice through the minions. PTA Bork, W2, or Enrage W just does all of Annie's health. Yeah. We're looking for a dive on this Sion? I don't think this works. I think he could get away with a kill here. Took a lot of damage from the tower, and yeah, he's gonna go in for it, I think.
we do have the first story coming in for Xerath here.
Snipe?
And
Nah, not quite. Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, nice shot.
I didn't even notice you. See? Yeah,
He's level 11, yeah.
Yeah, so he gets that 4th shot. That's pretty huge for him. He just continues to extend that lead. Ult coming in from Span here.
Oh, flash.
Flash.
Good play by Span there.
Excellent. Nice stuff.
Yeah, you saw aggro Mike based and just kind of left the Senna out to dry, which I can understand. Senna was a little out of position, but I don't know. I think you cancel that base, try to turn it around.
Yeah. He did have his R, he did have heal, he did have volley, so there was a possibility to save for support. Is what it is.
I think does this tower go down now?
Not quite.
Not quite. Yeah, that's good. If that tower went down, it was a disaster. Although, I'm not sure how they're going to do lane assignments this game. The side of our GCA, because Xerath really just likes to just sit mid. But Ezreal will probably also want to be mid. Hopefully, they're not just stacking 3 people in mid wave and sharing experience. Hopefully, they get someone to like go down, push bot, then group mid and push.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that goes.
The way I imagine it is, volley cap top, as you do. Loves the island as top lane.
Oh. Brick Machine going forward. Sion going forward, getting onto Span, but that Leona is tanky. And Arctic is here. Let's see if they can finish her off. Don't really have the... Yeah, they're going to get her. She's giving it up. Yeah. Alright, good play. Get a kill back. They are still down a decent amount, but...
Although that was pretty impressive how long he was able to look for. There was but...
Alright. Arctic got the Senna and the Death Realm. It's going to be a kill. Xerath also does snipe one. The GCA is just kind of winning the group 4v4, which is really unfortunate for GCA. Because that was actually a 3v4 because Span was dead. So it just shows how much stronger Wyke is than Brick Machine.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, good. How much gold he has?
Yep, there it is. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this Annie pick. I think putting Psy on top here would have been so much better, I think. Even if Renekton is able to get some dives off with Arctic, you have the Scion passive to catch CS. It's one of the most popular picks into Renekton in the past because he can still stay relevant. Same with Ornn. But yeah, we'll still be tanky as we see some poke coming out. Good E from Spanaway onto the Ashe, but he does get the flash out. We do see Lissandra flank getting in. E onto 3, good kill. You get the ult off. There he goes. Good ult. Sion ult goes in the Death Realm, it looks like. But yeah, it looks like RMC is just going to be able to run these guys down with all their slows from Ashe. Good 2 kills. Can appreciate that. Annie's
Oh
getting
my-
one shot again. There it goes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Renekton is so strong. This Bork item is ridiculous.
on him. Yeah, especially. I I love when there's certain champs like Renekton that can build one item that just fits their hit so well that it just becomes ridiculous for them.
Yep. Here we go. 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit. Nice
perfect.
shots by Hot Dog Bunblade.
Yeah,
Gotta
one
respect
there.
it.
Yeah. They're still not tremendously behind in terms of kills, but in terms of gold they are, and they have
Yeah.
Dragon Advantage on the side of GCA. So
2 dragons, some towers.
although, so I noticed it looked kind of blurry on my side, but I saw Brick Machine teleporting. I was like, "What? What are you doing?" But I didn't see where exactly he was teleporting to. That he had a nasty flank. I was able to get a kill or 2 on him, so that was pretty good initiative
Yep.
for Brick Machine. So good on him.
Yeah, we were talking about how important flanks were going to be earlier, and just showed that how important they are right there. Do have an all-in top here. Flash W onto Annie. Yep. Leona's here. Does get the stun onto Cap. Tibbers is beating the crap out of him, but the double dash is good play by Cap.
Yeah. No, well, it's more of Span able to come up here and save his buddy because he was being somewhat outplayed. And
Yeah.
that's impressive considering how behind Mini stuff is. So, you know, props to Mini for almost turning that.
Yeah. All right. I'm doing a boot check right now. We got 1 Mercs on the side of GCA and 2 Tabbies. I am malding at that decision. As we do see Cap going in. Looks like this bit off a bit more than he could chew. Does get shut down. But we are getting a tier 3 mid lane. I'm not sure I like this inhib take. If there is one way for RMC to come back in, it is to farm all these supers, and especially with the inhib being taken from the mid lane, it doesn't really put any pressures on the sides, which can help with either a Baron or Dragon take. So, not sure about this inhib take, but maybe they can end it before they funnel too much gold back into the side of RMC.
We don't have the timer for the drag yet, right? So
Look, probably around a 2 minutes, maybe a minute 30.
they can just continue to stack Drakes. That pressure mid will be beneficial, at least in that regard. So, and we have Arctic coming in with his
Rylai's.
so that's
I like
gonna
it.
be even more annoying.
Rylai's into 4 ranged really makes it harder for them to kite. I think that's a good adaptation in the build by Arctic.
Yeah.
Good job there.
What's more annoying, that tank that does so much damage, you can't get away from him. Sucks to suck.
Yeah. We do see these Hex Gates being utilized to take control of the bot side jungle. Hextech Soul coming up in less than or Soul Point coming up in less than a minute. Should just be free for GCA. I'm not sure I want to see RMC contest it. There's no way they're getting into this jungle without taking a ton of poke from Ezreal and Xerath, so...
They do have it pretty well warded, or at least they should
although,
be.
I would just try to... I think this is a good play if the entire team is here. They do end up getting white, which is huge. Lissandra will go down, but there is a Thrall. Mordekaiser is in the death round beating up Annie. Good stun onto Sion by Span and flash onto the Ashe. But the Ashe is surviving with the shield bow. They do get Leona, but yeah, GCA just cleans it up, beating them up with their wallets. Cap kills the zombie. It's just gonna be a Drake.
And we do see the prowess coming in from Violet Cap, so
Yeah, I think he's fed enough. He can have some fun. Yeah, I think in a more even game, Chemtech is better just so you have some front line, but they're going crazy right now. It's, I can understand it. I can even respect it. Assert dominance.
absolutely. if there is a way to come back from this, it would more than likely just they would need like a really nasty flank from Lissandra. That's the only real way I can see it.
Even then,
because Andy right now way too behind. Sion can only do so much. He's mostly just front line. Ash, he only has one item, so he really needs to either farm or play super duper safe in any future team fights.
yeah, this Ashe just isn't going to do damage, especially with the Rage Blade coming in next. It's a lot of DPS. Oh, Senna gets flashed. Sniped. Nice. Stun coming onto Sion, but he is tanky. Doesn't have any MR, so this Xerath is doing a lot of damage to him with the 2.5 items. Ezreal at 2 items. Top. Everyone on 2 items except for Span on GCA, while only another snipe coming in. Only Soko is. Alright, we got a fight there though. Good kill onto Renekton.
Oh,
And the Thrall. Alright. I kind of missed how that started when I was talking, but that was a good turn by Brick Machine. And oh, another snipe. It was well played by Mini Soko and Brick Machine to get the initial kills. Another good claw into W, but they just lack damage with Annie and Ashe being dead. Kill back onto Span, and Wyke is low, gonna get the shutdown onto him. I think Soko needs to stop taking these kills. Like, arrow misses. And Jinbu should be able to walk it out. Oh, maybe not, the Predator. Yep, good kiting. He's still going for it. He's flirting with danger right here. Yeah. But yeah, the Sion is going to be hard pressed to kill him, especially since his E cooldown is back up. But yeah, we saw another good play by Brick Machine, a couple plays there, getting the initial kill into the Thrall kill into the W root that allowed them to finish off White, get the big shutdown. Like I said, it was on to Soko, which I think isn't really who you want it on right now, especially since you're lacking so much damage. But we do see the QSS coming out to get out of the Mordekaiser ult so that the front line won't get taken out of the fight, as well as the Rage Blade coming in from Ashe, which isn't the most damage right now. But if she's allowed to free hit, it will do a lot. Good play by Span. Brick Machine just locked down, not able to ult.
Well, I think it was a little bit way too forward. Like if you can see the Leona, more than likely she's with her homies.
Yeah.
So yeah. But as you were saying with that, or this is a good time to talk about it. Holy
God. Oh my god. This
holy damage.
Oh my god. Okay, Renekton goes in, gets Sion's alone, just getting kited out. Yeah, there's just so much damage on this long-range damage on the side of RMC. That's almost impossible for the Senna who is behind and the Ashe who's behind to get into range to deal any damage, especially like when they're trying to walk into the fog of war in their top jungle.
It's unfortunate because I feel like Minisoko could have had a bigger role in this, similar to Brick Machine. Basically just having random flank or a good positioning and getting your team ahead with some burst and CC. But he just got way too behind top lane.
Yeah.
He just barely got his second item, so...
Yeah, and he does go for the Zhonya's, which at this point I think it's a little too late. I think you just need to one-shot someone, and the Zhonya's isn't really going to do much against the Xerath, Ezreal, who are the main threats right now. Renekton will do a lot of damage, but I think you just need to start itemizing to one-shot someone and get a good shutdown instead of defensively. I think we're past the point. A lot of damage onto Brick Machine from Xerath there. Gonna have to base.
Yeah, he already has his Rabadons and 9 stacks.
Oh, he's on a ward. He's gonna die. Oh, nope, he can dodge him. Alright. Good fancy speed, but we do see White going for it. Yeah. Alright, gets out. Ashe Arrow does hit a good block by Arctic. Hopefully he doesn't ult Sion here, since Sion does have QSS. Get in. Good engage by Span, dive by the Renekton onto the Ashe. Ashe is just gonna die. Annie is already down without using the Zhonya's. And yeah, it's just a cleanup from GCA. This should be the end of the game, as the Senna is the last one to go down. Actually, Zombie Scion is the last one to go down, but yeah. Violet Cap's just in here in the mid lane, killing the inhib. We do have kind of a split call here. 3 of them going for Drake, 2 of them going for the end.
I think it's just them being like, you know what, might as well get stole.
Yeah, they probably still will be able to end here. Was it 15 seconds on Lissandra, 10 on Annie? Yeah, just gonna be an end angle. Really well played by GCA, getting a lead in the top side, abusing that Annie while just Hot Dog Bunblade is just able to pick up snipes around the map, get fed, get to those 3 items, and just start one-shotting people.
Yeah, absolutely. Good game, excellent game. Wyke or Hot Dog Bumblade, whatever you want to call him, he kicked ass and took names. Holy
Yeah.
moly.
33,000 damage, highest in the game by about 10k. A bit less, but let's round up. Yeah, and we do see some good damage coming out on the side of Mini Soko as well as Soko, but yeah, it's just not enough. That's more of a damage over time instead of burst damage, and it's not really what they needed when they were so behind. But we did see some good plays coming out from Lissandra, so props to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, I think if Botlane had picked a slightly more carry ADC, they would have a better chance to get ahead and maybe win a game here. But with the Ashe just a little too immobile, as you said, they didn't have cleanse, so
Mm-hmm.
but of course, you know, when
Uh,
and a top,
yeah.
so that doesn't help.
Yeah. The Annie pick was a good idea. I just think it wasn't executed enough. They needed it to get ahead, and the Scion was pathing towards bot, which really kind of left the Annie on an island for the first part of the game, which gave Renekton the time to kind of farm up, get some items, and then kind of start punishing the Annie once he got Bork. But yeah, I think it could have worked, but I don't know, the window is just so low, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Excellent game, excellent series.
Hmm.
Congrats to GCA. Congrats to Wyke for
Yeah, he popped
demolishing
off both
them.
games.
Yeah. I don't know what's scarier, the one-shot Zerath or the magic bird.
I think, in my opinion, it's the bird. That champion is crazy. But yeah, well played by both teams, and yeah, hope to see the RMC kind of bounce back from this next week. They are a very good team, and I don't know, I think they just got a little caught up in the flex picks this series, in my opinion. Which we have seen work out sometimes, but in this case, not quite. Yeah. I think that's all I got to say on the games. If you got anything else, let's hear that. Otherwise,
Not particularly, no.
yeah.
Oh.
All right, then. Thank you guys for tuning in. Got some good series tonight. Solid win by GCC and another solid win by GCA. Hope to see you guys next time. We got some good games coming up next week too.
Yep.
So, yeah, thank you guys.
Y'all take care.